Hey, what is going on, Eastern Michigan family? My name is Taquanda Johnson. I am the social media strategist here at EMU, and we're excited to be back for our Welcome Back series. That's right, we are staying EMU safe, but we are making sure that you are in the know of all things EMU safe, as well as our departments, as we prepare to welcome our students back next week with move in, and then the week following with the first day of classes. So today I have the opportunity, as I say, of kicking it with the lovely success coach Kim Jones. She is from the Holman Success Center as well as the EDGE program. We're going to learn a little bit more about both of those and all the resources that are available through both programs. But you know how we do, so we're going to start off with our little disclaimer. Again, our live today is all about staying EMU safe, as well as welcome our students back, and specifically talking about the Holman Success Center as well as the EDGE program. If you have any questions concerning that, make sure that you drop them in our chat box. Welcome to all of our Twitter followers that may be watching us through Twitter today. We're excited about launching on Twitter. We're also on YouTube and Facebook. So as we say in Detroit, what up, though? We're so glad to have you. But make sure that you drop your comments in the comment section, and we will most definitely adhere to those. Now, if your questions are not pertaining to today's topic, we do ask you hold them and send us an email directly at social_media@emich.edu. You can drop your questions in, and if we don't answer them on the live, we'll make sure that we answer them in the comment box. So without further ado, hey, Kim.
Hey, Taquanda, how are you? What up,
though? I am good. Thank you so much for agreeing to join us today. There are some folks who just don't know about Holman and all the resources that are available at Holman. So I figured, you know what? Let's bring my friends over at Holman on over to the Facebook Live and YouTube and everything, so that we can make sure that you are your resources are made known. So Kim, tell us a little bit about you. I mean, I know you, and Kim's an EMU alum, so we'll talk a little bit about that too. But Kim, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do over at Holman and EDGE.
So I am a 3-time EMU alum at East. Yes, I'm so excited, and currently working on my PhD at Eastern Michigan University in educational leadership, higher education. Currently, I am a success coach in the Holman Success Center, and my job is to help students hit their success goals that they have established for themselves at the university, whether that's graduation, internship, I need to pass this class, whatever it is, we set the goals and help you work through that. So that is pretty much in a nutshell, the short answer of what I do.
I love it. And who doesn't need a success coach, right? Like,
exactly.
I just strongly feel like even as grown as we get in our careers, like everybody needs a mentor, everybody needs a success coach. So tell us a little bit about like your position as a success coach, because this is what your third year, is it? Second or third year?
What year is this? 2021. I started in 2018.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit about how it's been for you as a success coach, and specifically dealing with, staying EMU safe, now, and the fact that we were completely virtual. Like, how was that experience for you, ensuring that our students are able to receive the support that they need?
To be honest, our office adjusted very easily and quickly. We had a few hiccups, but we shifted to an online format almost effortless. It was easy. We still maintain communication with all our students and let them know, hey, we're just going to switch this from in-person to Zoom and keep moving. So we've been still available to all our students, and just keeping them connected, helping them resolve issues, removing barriers, and keeping them moving towards their goals. For me, I started in 2018, like I said, June of 2018. It was awesome. I'm so excited.
My home I remember that like it was yesterday. That's the exciting part about it.
Excited, like I'm back at Eastern, yay! I had worked prior to this in career development, so this was kind of second nature for me. Mm-hmm. I'm passionate about student development and student learning outcomes. So all of our success coaches are experts in the science of learning, personalized success plans, refocusing academic life, navigating the EMU campus. Majority of us, actually all of us, are EMU alums. So
Oh, that's awesome.
we are very well versed in all things EMU. So we help students bridge that gap in connecting with different aspects of campus, and building academic and professional skills.
I love it. I love it. So again, we welcome all of your questions concerning the Home and Learning Center as well as the EDGE program. And I want to go into EDGE, right? So,
Mhm.
so what is EDGE? Because honestly, for some alums who might be, going here or who have went here, they don't know anything about EDGE because, of course, as time evolves, programs evolve, and things like that. So let's talk a little bit about what is EDGE.
So EDGE originally, for those alum that are out there, was the PASS program at EMU. So this is a program that was set up to help students who may have just not hit that academic mark that they wanted to coming into college. So we focus on students that come from first generation, Pell eligible, and if they have lower academic qualifications. So they may not have hit that standard GPA of over 3.0. So we bring them in and say, hey, we're going to give you all the resources and support over 4 years, then, well, 4 or 5, depending on how long your program is, to make sure that you, again, have the support you need to be successful in college. So that incorporates success coaching, peer academic coaches. You take UNIV 101 L3, which is Introduction to University Studies, and that is taught by your success coach. So you're going to see us a lot, and we're going to constantly support. But we also have Eagle study tables that is incorporated into that program as well, where students are required to go to study tables a set number of hours per week to make sure that they are instilling and creating that habit of studying and creating that function of studying and how it relates to and correlates to their grades. So we also then on top of that host workshop series for our students. Last winter semester we came out of the study cycle workshop where we were helping students learn how to study, because surprisingly, even at a junior, senior, sophomore, a lot of students go, well, this worked in that class, how come it's not working now? Well, you need to go back and look at how you study and get to where you can learn to adjust your study skills per class.
I love it. I love it.
And again, this is a 4-year program. So this is not a one and done. It's 4 years. We're here to support you throughout your entire time.
And this has evolved, right, as far as the EDGE program is concerned, because I feel like I'm dating myself. So
now, I knew it is past, so
I knew it is past as well, and it wasn't 4 years at the time when I first started, and then there were block classes, so you had the same people in those classes. So is that still the same?
No, that was not the PASS program. That was actually SIP, Summer Incentive Program.
Well, so I know that there were two. There were PASS and there were SIP, and SIP had individuals come a week or two prior to. Yeah, but then PASS, PASS at the time when I was in, they actually still had, it was similar to UNIV, but it was a block. It was a couple of classes that were just that block time. Like you knew that those folks was in that same one that also were part of PASS. Yeah. So it was cool.
There are EDGE sections for UNIV. So EDGE students will be in a cohort with each other for the UNIV class. So they're all together, and that's to help them build community amongst themselves, because we all know especially for your gen ed classes, you're going to see the same students over and over again. Yeah. So it's beneficial to make those connections and say, hey, I know this guy. Hey, he's in my writing class. Oh, okay. So now you have made a friend in your UNIV class that's also in your writing class, and you're also in EDGE together. So now you have 3 connections that can build that community of support that you have from your peers.
Yeah. And I love the fact that just like you talked about the cohort, right? Like, and a lot of people may think like, oh man, cohort, like you'll be surprised. Like that format is amazing. Even to this day, I have individuals who are in my cohort for PASS that I am literally like close with. Like, we don't go a month without talking to each other, and we've graduated years ago. So the factor of building community, I know even in my master's program, for integrated marketing communications, it's a cohort program, right? So it is most definitely like great to be able to build community in that aspect. So I want to talk a little more about the academic support that you offer. Now, I know like there's study tables, there's UNIV, there's success coaching. You said there's like a mentor.
Yes, so
peer mentor. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Holman Success Center has a wide variety of services that we offer. We are the academics services at EMU. So we have tutoring for a large variety of gen ed courses. We have supplemental instruction, which is to basically these students are selected by faculty to help with their courses. So these are huge components. So, and then our peer academic coaches, which are, again, students that have been in your shoes. They've gone through the study cycle. They understand study skills immensely. They get a lot of training, and they're here to help support, because not every student wants to talk to me. Some want somebody who's been in their shoes, that in a more, my years at EMU were a long time. So they want someone that they can relate to, that's been in that class that they're taking now, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and they can give more insight on their instructors and say, hey, you know what, here's a tip on what helped me get through this class. These peer academic coaches do a lot to help support the students. And then we have Eagle Study Tables, which is on the first floor in the South Commons of Halley Library. It's in the back left corner, and you have to scan in, you track your hours, and you can study in a quiet space. It's very big and broad. It's not just at a desk, because there's couches, there's just a lot of lounge area so that you can relax but study, but it's still focused on making sure you are targeting your study skills and time. So, and then we are also up there for additional support. So if you are running into bubbles and you go, okay, I have this class, I have no idea how to even start studying for it, come and ask for support, and we are there. And also housed in the Eagle Study Tables is our book loan program.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit about that, because I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of students or even some parents that are watching today or catching the replay. If you're catching the replay, make sure that you comment in the comment section to say, hey, I caught the replay. But share with us a little bit about the loan program, because I'm pretty sure some folks need some assistance when it comes to their books.
Yes, so the book loan program, we have now the Eagle Study Tables will be open again. What it is, we have a lot of books for gen ed courses, majority of the gen ed courses, where you can just come up to Eagle Study Tables when you're there and say, hey, I want to borrow this book for an hour or two. And you just go and sit in study tables and use the book. And
awesome.
That simple. We have them on reserve. We have quite a few of them on reserve. During the stay-at-home orders and during the when there were no in-person classes, students were able to check the books out and keep them for the entire semester and return them. We also have a Chromebook loan system as well. So limited capacity on those. But if students are in need, they simply can go on the EMU Engage app, go under Holman Success Center and select book loan and look for the title that you're searching for any of the books. But there's also the same section to request for a Chromebook. And it's on loan for just the semester. And then after that, you bring it back to us.
Listen, you got to bring it back.
You got to bring it back.
Right. You have to bring it back.
We will charge you.
You have to bring it back. So I want to make sure that I cover this. I know someone, Henry over in YouTube. So thank you, Henry, for watching over at YouTube. He asked, the study tables, are there certain hours that they're available each day? So let's talk a little bit about those study tables and the eligibility for those.
So Eagle Study Tables will be open starting on the 7th. Is that the day after Labor Day, the 7th? Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, the 7th, yeah.
Yeah, the 7th. We will open up. We are only open from 12 to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday. and Sunday from 2 to 8 p.m., 2 in the afternoon till 8 in the evening. These are going to be, we found that opening up early in the morning was just kind of no point. Students really weren't coming in the morning for study tables, so we pushed it back. But we're still staying open till 8 because we realize those peak study hours are usually in the later afternoon, early evening.
Cool.
Friday and Saturday, we are not open. And
Okay.
because, you know, you do
No one was.
have that balance.
You do have to have that balance. That's right.
Enjoy your weekend. You got to have a student life balance. So have some fun, relax, and then get back to the studying come Sunday evening.
I love it. So we have a question over on Facebook from Nautica, and she asked, are the Eagle study tables open to everyone or especially for EDGE students?
It is open to everyone. You will have to have a QR code or a scanner to scan in. We usually go through the EMU Engage app. So if you have not downloaded the EMU Engage app, please do so. It is easy to use. It navigates everything EMU, and it has a QR code reader on there. So when you come into the office, you scan in, and that's how we are able to track and see that you are an actual student at the university, because you have to log into the Engage app with your EID and password.
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about I want to hit on the eligibility as far as individuals being able to be a part of the EDGE program. DeWilda over at Facebook asked, is EDGE a voluntarily program that they can just sign up for, or is it something automatic as far as freshmen are concerned? And I know you covered a little bit about this, but I would love for you to go a little bit more depth.
So with the EDGE program, students come in as freshmen. So we do some recruiting, but typically there are a lot of students that are eligible will be sent letters saying, hey, you qualify for the EDGE program, consider signing up or applying. There are some requirements. Students for eligibility would be Pell eligible, first generation, or a plan admit. And if you are a plan admitted to the university, it means that you are coming in under an academic plan. So again, when we talked about maybe you didn't get that high ACT or SAT score, or your GPA was just not quite where you wanted it to be, a lot of those students will be considered plan admitted students. They're coming in under academic plan saying, hey, I want extra support to be at the university to do well. And so they can apply to the EDGE program. And these are or they don't have to be, you have to hit all the benchmarks, and you can qualify for the program. But it is only freshmen admitted. So
right.
Do not take students into the cohorts in sophomore and junior years.
All right. I love it. I love it. So, and thank you, Tracy, for putting the links in the chat over on Facebook. We appreciate you as far as the loan program, as well as learning about the EMU Engage app. So thank you, Tracy. So talk to us a little bit about like the benefit of success coaching, and then we're going to talk about move-in and orientation and how that's going to. So let's talk about the benefit of success coaching first.
I challenge every student to think about their time in high school and who filled in the gaps for you. You had a teacher, you had your math teacher, and you can talk to them about that subject all day long. And you had a principal who was the guiding hand, but who filled in the gaps of everything else that you needed to know? This is what success coaching can do for you. We help you navigate the university. We help you figure out where your hiccups may be coming from. We also help you figure out where your next successes are coming from. So if you're doing well in school and you say, okay, I just want extra help with figuring out where do I go for internships? How do I even start that? What's that conversation look like? You come, we can talk, and we will direct you to where you need to be for your program and say, hey, you know what? You need to go to UACDC, talk to the career counselors. You need to do this XYZ, and we'll keep checking in with you to make sure you're progressing in the level that you want to progress. We help navigate those questions that most students don't think that they can ask in any other kind of meetings. I keep studying for this test, and I don't know why I keep failing. I'm studying. Okay, well, how are you studying?
Right.
Down and look
Right.
at it. Let's say, okay, well, how much time did you invest in studying? Well, I mean, I studied all night before.
What
Okay,
happened the week? Like,
what
what
does
happened
that
prior
look
to,
like?
right?
Did you do the reading? What
Mhm.
study skills are we using? What note taking skills are we using? What format are you using? Because surprisingly, a lot of students come out of high school have never taken notes before.
Mhm.
And then
Right.
when they get to a university level, they're like, the teacher talks so fast and I can't keep up because you're just
Ooh, I remember that.
exactly. It was actually for me, it was not until I got to college that I actually was like, I should figure out how to take notes in class. My notes at first were a big old jumbled mess. I had no idea what I was doing. And
Mhm.
then when I figured out a system that worked for me, and surprisingly, it was in a UNIV course that I took. And
Oh,
back
nice.
way back then, it was called AADV, Academic Advising 179. And I took that class and we went over note taking. And once I learned the skills and I figured out which one worked for me, I've never stopped using it since. So
Yeah.
that is what we can do to help fill in those academic goals gaps. So we can help fill in the gaps on your learning and get you to the level you want to be at.
I love, love, love it. Love it. So next week is move in
Yay!
and orientation, Kim.
Yes. We're so
Ooh,
excited.
listen, it's a lot going on. Okay. So
There's
let's
so
talk
much
a little
going
bit
on.
about specifically orientation when it comes to your program. You know, when it comes to Edge, I understand they have their own aspect of
Yes, we
orientation and some
do.
things
So
happening next week. So let's talk a little bit about that.
many of our students are going to opt for the early move-in. So they will move in on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
And get situated and settled. And we hit the ground running Wednesday morning with Edge orientation. We go to breakfast together, hang out, get to know our students, talk. We'll have a series of presentations, but everything else is going to be kind of small group with your UNIV cohort. So with your classmates and your success coach, peer academic coach, we're going to do some breakout sessions and kind of acclimate the students to university life. So we're going to talk about how to communicate with your instructors,
Right.
how to send that good email, what should you put in it, things of that nature. We're going to talk about and have fun too. So we're also going to do kind of a scavenger hunt, but we're going to take a tour so you can figure out where your classrooms are
That's
a little
awesome.
bit ahead of time. We do this every year for our incoming students to help them get situated and acclimated. It's not like the regular university orientation where it's much more university centered and fun and yay and things like that. We're not doing Playfair. But we do try to, it's the purpose is to help build that community with the Edge students amongst each other before they get into the swing of full on university life. And it helps them also get to know the staff at HSC. They get to see where we are, where we operate. They get to see Eagle study tables and where they'll be doing their studying and kind of map out what the next 4 months is going to look like for them.
That's awesome. So we want to make sure that everybody is staying EMU safe. So during that time, if you checked in with us as far as EMU safe is concerned, yesterday when we talked to housing and dining, you know, the expectation as far as ensuring that you have a valid COVID test, as well as letting us know if you are vaccinated. You can go to emish.edu/EMU safe for all those informations in order to get prepared for your visit. And that includes all of the folks who are moving in on
Yes.
Tuesday. So we are indeed, I'm excited about it. I love the fact that you said that you're doing it in small groups, Kim.
Yes.
Like, and
It's not
we
just
again are, yes, no, it's not a big
no.
situation, everyone. So we want to make sure that everybody feels completely safe. So again, this will be completed in small groups. Have your mask ready, you know,
Yes.
for all indoors and everything.
Because that is a requirement for being inside buildings. You will have to
Absolutely.
have, regardless of vaccination status, I will have my masks on.
Yeah.
I actually don't have mine on now. I am in the universe, but I'm in a closed office and there's nobody here but me.
And she's
So
by herself. That's right.
I have my mask on. I always have them right here and ready next to me ready to go. But yeah, we are going to make sure that everybody stays safe. Hand sanitizer the whole night. I keep hand sanitizer on me always.
I think that's become a requirement for absolutely everyone. I have a mask, I have hand sanitizer, and I have the little bottle of Lysol spray, like with me at all
keep
times.
it clean, and we definitely want
That's
to keep
right.
all our students safe. And we have like I was saying, we have some fun events coming up. So we are gonna every year we do this annually. We paint the kiosk
Yes.
the wall and welcome our EDGE students. So they will have an opportunity to leave their handprint or leave their print on the university,
Love it.
and our welcome to them. And then Friday morning, which will be the last event that we do, we will have an insta. They'll be taking pictures with the wall and posting on social media and with Swoop. Yay.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that. Again, if you're an EDGE student or EDGE parent, make sure that you tell your student to watch this live if they aren't watching it and they're preparing to join us next week for EDGE orientation, as well as general, move-in and such is concerned. There's a lot going on the campus of Eastern. We're excited about welcoming everybody back and doing it safely as we do it. So thank you, Kim, for spending some time with me here on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter today. Thank you for answering our questions. Thank you, Tracy, for moderating in the chat, as well as our staff here in DivCom. As Scott was saying, Eagle Nation, that is what I'm talking about.
And if you have not gotten a chance as a student, please download the EMU Engage app. All this information is on there, and Edge Orientation has its own tile that will be filling out on there as well. Everything that we've talked about is all in the EMU Engage app. So you can always, and even with the COVID safe, your check-ins and everything are at the top.
That's right. Yeah, the app is your friend. So make sure that you go on ahead and you download the EMU Engage app. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns beyond today's live, go on ahead and drop them in the comment box or shoot us an email at social_media@emich.edu. This is Taquanda from the Division of Communications, as well as Kim from Holman Success Center and EDGE. And we are signing out. Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Welcome Back.
Thank you.
EMU Safe Edition. You guys have a great Friday. Go Green. It's Blocky Friday.
Blocky Friday.
Have a great day, everyone.